This marvelous religion that you come from can best be described as a family of sectarian movements. Vastly different variety of different expressions of spirituality come under the umbrella of Hinduism. This is the breadth of vision of this religion. It allows variety of different ways of exploring the idea of spirituality in different ages. It's a very broad enterprise. So this is why it sometimes appears scattered and at loggerheads. So it is crucial that some kind of reconciliation must be sought. In fact, let me tell you the story. 150 years ago in India, we find Hinduism in tatters. The different strands of Hinduism were not reconciled, they were completely disjointed and kind of floating in air. You got the Vaishnavites focusing on Vishnu, you got the Shaivites focusing on Shiva, you got the Shaktas focusing on the Mother Goddess, you got the Arya Samaj saying God without form. And then you got the variety of different philosophic approaches saying your essential nature is the spirit, you are God. So all these vastly different, if you like, various movements were visible in India, and this produced a highly scattered enterprise, not reconciled at all, intellectually or in any other sense. In fact, Ninian Smart, one of the marvelous personalities, one of the modern theologians who I respect, said something very interesting. He said, 150 years ago, Hinduism was in tatters. If you got any system of thought where the different parts of the particular system do not sit well with each other, you produce a very jagged, a very disjointed system which is not at ease with itself. So here begins my story. You see, in a way it's good that you asked me to come and talk about, if you like, reconciliation of different strands of Hinduism, because I have been inspired by Swami Vivekananda, and his mentor, most people have not even heard the name, is Sri Ramakrishna. Now, Sri Ramakrishna is a very unique personality because in this one life we find reconciliation of various aspects of Hinduism, Shaivism, Vaishnavism, Shakta ideas of my essential nature, spirit, all reconciled not intellectually with drinking cups of coffee, but actually experientially. This is incredible. In fact, one of this very interesting, very astute thinker, an atheist, Sir Arnold Toynbee, said something very interesting. He said, in the life of Sri Ramakrishna, we find the variety of spiritual experiences, the comprehensive nature of his spiritual experiences has not been seen on the face of this earth, in the East or West. This is a very dramatic statement to pass. Highly comprehensive, because what happened is this. In this one man we find, if you like, the aspiration of millions of Hindus over thousands of years coming to fruition in one life, in one human being. Incredible. And yet many of you may not even have heard his name. In fact, I would not have heard his name unless I came across Swami Vivekananda. The fireball is through the West. And it is through Vivekananda that I came across his marvelous personality, Sri Ramakrishna. And the reason why I'm saying starting my journey by bringing him into the picture is this. Here we find reconciliation at a genuine level, not only purely intellectually, think philosophically, but at experiential level. This man, in this one lifetime, was able to take the bhakti movement and experience the idea of God as Vishnu to its conclusion. He could take on the idea of thinking of God like the Mother Goddess and come to his conclusion, actually experience Mother Goddess. In the next moment, he goes into deepest meditation and says, I am the Spirit, I am Atman. In one lifetime, switching from one to the other. So various, if you like, strands of Hinduism which were never reconciled, were reconciled in this one life. This is the story. So you have chosen a good speaker because I come from a tradition that has already reconciled the various strands of Hinduism.